We are the first generation in history that can consume all day and create nothing. And most people don't realize how dangerous that is. You wake up, you scroll, you watch, you listen. You absorb other people's thoughts, other people's art, other people's lives. You don't create anything yourself. And slowly, you start to feel empty. Because humans weren't designed to consume. We were designed to create. We're supposed to be creators, not spectators. That's the grounded truth that I want to emphasize in this video. So many people nowadays are passive living. If you look at your average day, you've got music in your ears, you've got videos on your screen, podcasts in the background, notifications every few minutes. You're constantly stimulated, but you're rarely fulfilled. You see, consumption of content gives you dopamine, and oftentimes it gives you the illusion of doing something, of going somewhere, even making progress and being productive. But it is just an illusion. You're not creating anything. Whereas creation actually gives meaning. And they are not the same thing, consumption and creation, even though they might feel like they are. They might produce the same reactions and feelings in your body, but they're not the same. But we need to be careful to make the distinction between the two. Dopamine feels good, but it only usually lasts a very short while. It's temporary. Whereas meaning feels grounded. It feels tangible. It gives you accomplishment and fulfillment. The contrast is powerful. And I'd say there's something deeper here. We create because we were created. There is intention behind us, design behind us. And part of that design is creating, just like we were created. We now have that in us, that ability and that sense in us to create things. When you write, when you build, when you draw, when you compose music, when you train, when you film something, when you design and create new innovations, you are participating in something bigger than yourself. When you make your own creation, you are directly participating in the creation that we're all a part of, and that is the world that we live in. But why does art matter? Art is not just painting. That's not what I mean. Art isn't just a canvas and museums. Art is writing your thoughts, filming a video, building something, designing a website, training your body. That's also art. Cooking is an art. Writing books, writing stories. Creation is art. This activates parts of your brain that have not been activated in a long time. It activates parts of your brain that are never activated when you're just consuming content. And each of us is different. Each of us has a different skill set. Each of us has different talents, whether we like to admit it or not. And it's up to us to use those talents, to explore the possibilities that we can achieve with them. The other half of this is learning to appreciate what's already being created. I'm talking about nature. When was the last time you walked outside without headphones? When was the last time you looked at the sky? Not to post it, to see it, just to look at the wondrous world around you and above you. See, what I started doing recently is at night, when there's a clear sky, not cloudy, just to look up and spot all the planets and all the stars staring right back down at us. It feels like a lot of us don't realize these massive celestial bodies that surround our planet. We go about our daily lives without even batting an eye to what's in the sky, to what's above us. And when I really look at the sky at night, when I look at the moon and the stars, I really see how massive these things are. And I truly see them in a different way than just thinking about them for a second or two. I really ponder the mysteries of creation, of the world around us. When you do this, you really start to realize how beautiful the world is. A lot of people just don't think about this. They don't spare a moment to take this in. I've learned to spot where some of the planets are, like Mars coming from the east. I think I've spotted Jupiter high in the sky, and also Venus setting in the west, just as it's starting to get dark. It is really wonderful to look at this and appreciate it. I'm saying this because nature recalibrates you. It reminds you that you're small. It reminds you that there's order in the world. It's not just chaos. It reminds you that you're part of something real. You're part of something very, very tangible. You're part of something that surrounds you and that is in you. You are part of this creation. And creation and appreciation go together. You create and you learn to recognize beauty around you. You know, I realized something recently. The days I feel the worst are the days I consume content the most. Those are the days when I'm scrolling the most on my phone, watching content that I forget seconds after watching it, and doing meaningless things. It really is weird because our brains aren't exactly designed to differentiate between these things as well as we'd like it to. Because technology like this is such a modern invention still that we just aren't adapted to recognize the differences. So often we feel like they are the same thing, but it is just an illusion. And the days I feel grounded are the days that I create something, that I do something tangible, whether it be drawing something. You know, recently I've been thinking about this story that I could write, that I could create, even a film that I could make. And so I just took a piece of paper and I started drawing a scene that I imagined in my head. And I wrote some ideas down about it. I wrote some storylines, some plot points, you know, just in notes. I also started making some music, literally just composing my own piece. Because for so long I've been thinking about these things, but I haven't actually started doing them. So I really took it upon myself to finally just make something. And really I felt some kind of relief that I did something, that I made something, and it made me feel happy. Unlike on a day where I just watch content and scroll on my phone. Even on the days that I create something small, even cooking a meal, playing an instrument, playing the piano, which is something I do as well. I try to keep it up more now, which is something good. So really, you can implement this kind of thing into your life too. Whenever you find the moment, whenever you find the time, make that thing that's been on your mind for so long. And I promise you, you'll feel some kind of new way that you haven't felt before or in a long time. The important point to make is that you were not made just to watch other people live. Our purpose isn't to see other people make these amazing things and do these amazing things online as if you're just a spectator. Because we're not spectators. Each of us has our own life to live. You are made to build something of your own. You are made to offer your own creations to the world around you. And that's the amazing realization. That's the mindset shift. That's what I want you to really take in. If you feel like this message is something that you stumbled upon for a reason, then that is what I want you to take away from this video. So my message to you is, before you scroll tonight, before you scroll in the morning, create something. Write one page. Write a story. Film something. Get your phone and literally film what's going on outside. Even if nothing is happening, just the wind is swaying the trees. Film that, or just film yourself talking about something. Play an instrument, compose some music, or make a beat. And if you don't have an instrument, just use the objects in your house to just make some drums and compose a little piece. Go outside without your phone and just observe. Just look at the world around you. You were not made to watch other people live. You were made to build something of your own. We are not spectators, we're creators. Peace.